嘞，好嘞。
别碰到脚架呀！别碰，别碰。
Hello and welcome again to CGTN. I'm not sure if you're noticing, the men on stage are all extremely handsome. So I know your attention is over there on the stage, but let us just very quickly introduce us and what this is all about. So welcome to China Global Television Network again. It's still us in southwest China's Litang County. It's a Tibetan county in Sichuan Province, and the men here are known as the Khampa Tibetans. And with me right now is again Billy Ye. He's the English anchor of local television. Welcome again, Mr. Ye.
Welcome everyone. Welcome to the 2020 Khampa Tibetan Men Modeling Competition and the final season.
So today, the top 10 most handsome Khampa men will be selected from the 30 contestants on stage right now. A little bit of background about Khampa Tibetans. It's a subdivision of the Tibetan ethnicity, and they're known for being very tall, very handsome. I think the average height is 181 centimeters.
Right.
So, and they're also known for being exceptional horsemen, marksmen, and they're known for being fierce and brave, right?
Yeah, the Tibetan minority actually have three different kind of a group, and Khampa Tibetan are famous for their warrior and soldiers, and the Khampa men are famous from centuries.
So without further ado, I think let's pan the camera onto the stage. And Billy, I'm actually 100% sure that something is gonna go wrong tonight, because just look at the scene right now. It's raining. It's not the best weather condition. But I'm not sure if you can hear the audience shouting, because this little local square, it's packed with audience, both local and visitors, right?
Yes, definitely. And then the screen you just hearing is a special high grassland voice, because they use this kind of screen to catch the host attention.
Right. And just look at the men on stage. Man, they're tall, they're well built, they're wearing sunglasses, they have long hair, they have dark skin. They're dressed in their most elaborate clothes. They have jewelry hanging all over their hair, their body. They have elaborate costume. They have Tibetan knives on their waist. Just talk to me, Billy, about their costume, because this is absolutely amazing.
Actually, their stories from to hell to tell. At the hell actually is special made, is made by yak feather, and it just like a hell decoration. However, why the men wear it? Because in ancient time, this can protect them from the war. Okay. When the sword is cutting down, instead of cutting off the head, actually they have a strong yak feather to resist the cut. And
oh, so you mean the hats are made of yak wool?
The hair. Actually, some of men use a very high hair. That's actually the protection yak feather made them look like the hair.
The hair. You mean the
Yeah.
long hair
Yeah.
that they're wrapping around their head, right?
Yes.
But
Okay.
they also have a knot tied around their hair. What's that about?
There are special things about that. They call it hero mirrors. It's made out of very strong copper. One reason is for decoration. Another reason is also if the enemy is trying to cutting off their heads, this kind of
Protect them.
Yeah, can protect them.
Because they're made of copper, so they're supposed to be very hard. So if the enemy wave a knife at their head, the copper is going to be strong enough to protect them from the blow, right?
Yes, and that's one reason for protection. Another reason, actually, because they put so many yak feather and decoration on their hair. They also call this kind of copper decoration as hair rings, just as the ring wheels on your hair.
Wow. And just talk to me about this knife, or is it a sword that we're seeing? It looks like silver. Is it real silver?
The decoration is pure silver and gold. Of course, the sword itself is made hard steel, and in the ancient time, all the soldiers carried this is for defend their enemies as well as cutting yak meat.
Wow, if that's made of silver, how much do you think that's worth?
Well, I have interviewed some of them that before, like one sword.
We're seeing the audience screaming again. So they like this one?
Yeah. Actually, because
He is very handsome. My God.
yeah. This kind of modeling competition actually divided into three groups: younger generation, mid-age generation, and the older generation. And we got that one is the youngest of the younger generation. So everybody cheering up.
Okay, so they draw the most applause, obviously. This one, this one's getting quite some shout as well.
Yes, actually, there are 6 different standards to decide which one is best. One of them is creativity. So even though they dress up like ancient soldier, they have to create new modeling styles.
Okay, and do they have to decide on their own dress and ornaments?
Yes, actually, everything is provided by their families. So all these things are their personal belongings. That's why it is so unique and have a tradition and family feathers.
This is almost like a Victoria's Secret show featuring Tibetan mail.
Definitely Tibetan male.
It's a feast for the eyes, really. So, okay, we're seeing each of the contestants have their numbers hanging on their chest. So supposedly you can vote for any contestant that you like by voting on the number plate that they're wearing in front of their chest, right?
We hope so, but in fact it's not because we have 6 professional judges. They are international supermodels, and only the judges can vote for them according to the 6 standards.
Okay, so the audience actually don't have a say in this.
Yes.
They're just sitting back and enjoying the show.
Yes, and the number you see, actually, they have 170 contestants, and right now we only have 30 left.
Look at this contestant. He's pretending as if he's drunk.
Yes, alcohol is part of Chinese culture, especially among soldiers, make them brave, make them warm.
Oh, this one is getting quite some attention as well. And they all have different elements on their costumes, right? Billy, is it customary for Litang County to hold beauty pageants like this?
Actually, it is not just for Litang County, it is across all the Zhang automatic regions. However, this is the biggest nationwide male competition have ever held. Actually, in the past 20 years, every year they hold different smaller competition.
Wow, so smaller competition are held too in this square, or are they sort of more casual, held on the grasslands?
It's also held here because even though it's small, people take it very serious, and there's a good bonus on this.
Ah, absolutely. Oh, look at this one with all the flags hanging from it. He looks like a character from Peking Opera, actually, instead of a Tibetan man.
Yes, it looked like that. And this man is the oldest man of the whole competition. He's at the age of 60. Is at the retire age, but he still hold the feeling of the soldier. Even though he looked like the man come out from Beijing Opera, but actually every flag is written the sacred place for Litang County.
Okay. So age doesn't matter. I might be 60, I'm still a warrior. It's in their blood, right?
Yes, and the weapon he's holding is quite different. It represents 5,020 meters high sacred mountain.
I didn't even know that that's a weapon. It looks like a flag. Okay, there's the number 007 looks like he's drunk too.
Yes, alcohol gives them courage, sometimes make them drunk.
So his costume is not half as elaborate as the one before him. And they get to choose whatever they feel like wearing, right?
Yes, exactly. Just as I mentioned before, there are 6 different standards to judge whether the contestants is good. So decoration and the clothes is just one of them.
But they're so different. I mean, how do you judge which is better when they're so different? Because like this one has gold and silver all over his body. And some of the younger contestants that we saw just now, they prefer plainer clothes, right? With less ornaments, less decoration. So I think it's hard to put two very different styles together and say, which one is better. Because to me, I mean, they all look amazing.
Yes, so that's why the audience don't vote, only the professional judge vote. Actually, even though the decoration looks different, but their functions are quite similar. For example, just as I said, the decoration mainly divided into 3 parts. The first part is the hair decoration, just as I said.
Hair decoration.
Hair decoration. The second part is the decoration on their shirt. Most of them are Buddhist, is the Buddha chains, and the sword. These things are, even though they look different, but they are similar. What they wear on the skirt, actually, they wear some of it. Look at this. This one have a big silver box.
What's that for?
That's for the small Buddha statues to protect them during the war. Yeah, and some of them have golden boxes on their skirt. That is to contain some armories or some food during the war.
Okay.
And look at this one. This one actually have a triangle steel between his leg. That is something used to making fire. So all these things, even though they look exaggerate and different, but actually they are similar. So what the judge is looking at is whether the decoration fit the whole style of the model.
It must be so hard for the judges as well, because all of them look amazing, like we said before. So I just want to give our audience a little spoiler alert. We are going to go to the backstage of the show and talk to some of these contestants to see the idea behind their dresses, their body gestures. And also, Billy and I have our phones with us. So if you have any questions, any comments, feel free to leave them on our Facebook page, YouTube, the Chinese Weibo, as well as our CGTN mobile app. So a recap for those of the audience who just tuned in, we're right now in Litang County, which is a Tibetan town in southwest China's Sichuan Province. Litang County is also known as City in the Sky, because it's one of the highest towns in this whole world, situated more than 4,000 meters above sea level. So Billy and I are actually breathing quite heavily because we're getting a little bit of an altitude sickness, out of excitement too, because we were just saying that this is like a Tibetan male version of a Victoria's Secret show. So our blood is rushing as we look at the handsome men on stage. And in just a moment, we're gonna go to the backstage. So, Billy, what's the deal tonight? What are they gonna compete?
They're gonna compete first on the modeling T stage. Then
Right.
they will have talent shows and sing as performance.
I think the audience are going crazy a little bit. So yes, you. You were talking about that they're also gonna compete in singing and dancing tonight, and we know that Tibetan people, especially the Khampa Tibetan people, actually take pride in their natural born ability to sing and dance, right?
Yes, definitely. There is an old saying of counting people. As long as you can speak, you can sing.
And as long as you can walk, you can dance.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
Wow. The audience seemed to like this one quite a bit, and also this one too. We have our colleagues just squatting there trying to prevent people from walking in front of the camera, but I don't think that's quite possible tonight, is it, Billy? Because just look at the crowd here, man. It's raining, but everyone is super enthusiastic. And we're seeing a lot of camera people near us, and everyone's walking in front of everyone. But I think that kind of adds to this joyful atmosphere, right? Yeah. Because anything can happen. And if you look at the number, I can't quite read the number on his chest. I think it's number 92. Is it 92? It's too far for me to read.
It's 96.
Yes, so that one who's coming out of the stage right now. You told me a while ago that he's actually the youngest contestant.
He's only 19.
He's only 19 years old.
Yeah.
He's so cute. And we were saying before, look at his dress. It's so different from some of the more elaborate ones that the older contestants are wearing, right? Because I suppose people from different age groups have different preferences when it comes to style and fashion.
Yes, because of that, the contestants are actually divided into young, mid, and old age.
And there's also quite a lot of dry eyes here, so it's quite hard for me to talk and not cough.
Yes.
I'm getting a little bit of an itchiness in my throat right now.
Okay, the one just coming on the stage, he actually from a very special Tibetan group. According to legendaries, they are actually minority from Mongolia to Litang, and they are the soldiers who will protect the Lama, and they are left behind because they love this place. So that's why their head is whole decorated in red.
Is that his real hair?
That's not real hair.
It's not real hair, okay.
It's not real hair. The whole hat is decorated in total red. Actually, it's quite dangerous in the war because you could be the target, but they keep that tradition.
Okay, so Billy, I think our contestants have actually finished their first round.
Yeah.
Do you know what's the deal for tonight? So after this first round of T-stage walk, what are they gonna do next?
First, of course, they're gonna go backstage and change, and we gonna open our secret box, and later on they will have a singing performance.
Okay, I really look forward to that. But before that, Billy, can we just go to the backstage and try to catch some of the contestants?
Definitely. So everyone, follow us.
Okay, let's go. I don't want to walk in front of anyone's camera, but I don't think that's important at all. So, are you ready to? Yes. Our cameraman is actually taking our equipment off the tripod, so you might be getting a little bit of shakiness right now.
Okay.
But that's part of the process. Okay, we'll just walk to the backstage as quickly as we can.
媒体文化艺术圈大众传播礼堂
Thank you so
文艺
much.
资源及项目。
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
人文景物，通过我们的康巴汉子秀，通过打造这样的康巴汉子的。
Wow. Billy, you're one hell of a man at blazing a trail because I didn't even think it was possible for us to just pierce through all that crowd.
Yes, we had a special police office help us actually. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so this is the backstage. It's actually a little courtyard, right?
Yeah, actually, let's look at the land of this place. Changyang actually is the seventh living Buddha. Actually, he lived here before, so that's why we have this name as Changyang Zhuangyuan.
Okay. This is the.
Camera.
Okay, recap. So this is actually the old residence of the seventh living Buddha.
It's not the residence.
Seventh Dalai Lama, right?
Yeah, it's not the residence. It's the place he plays and camps.
Okay. It's very dark here and it's raining. We have a little bit of tarpaulin to protect us from the rain, but that actually doesn't dampen our spirit. Okay, I'm breathing a little bit right now because of altitude sickness. Hi. We just saw you on stage just now. Contestant number 96, right? 96号选手，对不对？ Yes. So without interrupting you too much, we'd like to see you change and you can change and talk to us about some of the stuff that you're wearing right now. Is it okay? 可不可以？我们尽量的不耽误您换衣服或者参加比赛，能不能简单？
日常着装，藏族的对。
So this is like a casual costume for the Tibetans. 这个是什么东西做的？
布料。
布。
对。
Just regular cloth.
Yeah.
Not yak wool or anything. 不是这种牦牛的什么。
对，这个就是一般的那种常用布。
我们注意到刚才你在台上的时候，你穿的衣服比其他的选手可能要简单一些。We noticed just now that while you were walking on stage, your costume looked simpler than some of the other, especially older contestants. What's that all about?